Largo, Florida. There it is.
Again.
Yeah. Yep. Calusa. Oh boy, we went to Calusa.
You know what? I'm beginning to lose track of where we are.
Well, I get pictures. That's our spot.
The horror.
Yes.
The horror.
We came about a year ago and we said, oh, look, a gated community. Hey, it must be really nice because it's a gated community, right?
Right.
Look, there's the gates. All right, I'm going to show you some good pictures first. You ready? Watch this. We got the canal. We got the boats.
Yeah, save the crap for last.
The craps, right. There you go. Very nice. Looks very nice. Here's an average street, sort of on the good side, kind of, right? There's a crappy trailer next to a really expensive Class A. This should
Can I just say that the second we drove in there,
right.
I just took one look at it, my jaw dropped to the floor, and I almost shit my pants.
Because we pulled in on like a weekend, right, where there's a ton of people, and I guess the story is during the week, the locals take off, right? The locals live in basically these houses here. I guess people from Miami come down here on the weekends, right? So the place is crowded, and it's apparently nothing now during the winter, but it's apparently jumping during the summertime, and on the weekends, it's crowded. There's the campsite.
It certainly is.
But it cleared. But when we were there during the week, it was basically empty. Campsites. Hey, we found one painting. There's an actual painting on the side of a trailer. What a deal. What?
I don't have a lot to say.
Yeah, no, well, well. Yes, she's on the trailer most of the time, right?
I'm tired.
Anyway, here we go. For sale. How would you like to buy this?
We'll get to sleep in tomorrow.
No,
This is supposed to be a vacation.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's a sabbatical. $700,000 ready to buy this.
Yeah.
A trailer.
Double-wide trailer lot.
Right. Basically, you would get all of this, except sans the truck and that truck camper way over there. You get this to look at, a sunsets for all for
fucking deal. You can look at a sunset from anywhere.
$700,000. Here's an example. It's a long shot.
And there's your neighborhood, and that's a romantic-looking view.
Yes, lighting. We're lighting. That's the best shot, best lot.
It's all lighting. It's all special effects.
Yes, right. All right, then we decided, hey, let's go diving.
Let's go scuba diving.
Snooky wanted to go diving. She says, let's go diving. I'm like, how about snorkeling first and we'll work? Anyway, no, we go diving. Anyway, we went to the dive shop. This is day 1, right, of class, right? Here comes day 2 of class. Basically just reading the book and taking tests.
And it was a closet, a windowless closet with doors at either end.
2 days in Key Largo, windowless closet. All right, so then we had to basically do the swim test. No, this is like the second day, the swim test.
Day 1 we had to do the swim test before we did any further classroom instruction.
We had to swim this area here, and as she mentioned to the instructor, she needed a flotation device, so she's only swam with flotation device, right?
No. The instructor was walking along carrying a flotation device. First he says to me, we go up to this, we go to the previous shot. Actually, that looks too nice.
Hold on, yeah.
And he tells us this is where we're going to swim.
Yes, no,
watch. He says jump.
Right, hold on, yeah. Look, I jumped there. I went in, right? She basically had to climb in over here, near the boat. Okay, fine. Then we had to swim up, right? Back. Now Suki's panicking.
That's right. I'm going to drown. Right. Oh, my God. I know I'm going to drown.
But she did it. And then we had to tread. Then she's like, we're done. We climb out of water. No, we then tread water for 10 float for 10 minutes.
We had to stay afloat for 10 minutes.
Or else the whole thing would have been just over with right then and there. And that water there.
The whole thing is that I was always deathly afraid of water, especially dark water.
Crappy water like this.
Because you don't know what the hell's going on underneath you.
Yeah, right.
And it was filthy, disgusting water.
Yep. Finally, we get fitted for our equipment, wetsuits, Then we went, instead of learning how to dive in that crappy water back there, we went to a pool instead.
No, this is where they teach you with all the basics of how to breathe underwater, how to take your mask off, and scary, scary stuff like taking your regular out of you.
Regular.
Regular is what you get with laxatives.
When you're underwater, right.
You're taking your regulator out of your mouth.
Right there, right.
Regular.
We don't have relax.
Start every day to relax way.
Right, and we had, this is the equipment. We had no really shots of us wearing the equipment,
like 50 pounds.
Yep, there's Thomas, our instructor.
Isn't he cute?
Yep. But basically, we never went into the ocean, so hopefully we'll go back this week into the ocean. Then we had food, and these are... Ibises, you said.
Ibis,
right,
yes,
Ibis,
yes.
Right.
And this one in particular was...
Very
look at him. He was very friendly.
Showing down.
Had no shyness whatsoever. He jumped on the table, and some birds, like geese back home and
Right.
like his friends there.
Right. Now look at this.
They'll snatch it right out of
Yes.
your hands, but he was
Now,
really sweet and gentle.
these look vaguely kind of strangely familiar to this. If you're familiar with the Bugs Bunny cartoon, look at this. Here they come, and it's
Head
Bugs Bunny.
for the hills, we're up to our
That was
armpits
the
and
Martians, right? 10,000 Instant Martians. That's what they look like. So there you go. That is a very strange bird. All right. Then here's some examples of just
But
Key
I'd
Largo.
like to bring it back home with me.
Key Largo. Here's an example of a sort of an average house if you've got only, I don't know, $700,000. Here's just a funky purpley one. Buoys.
They have
Yep.
buoys everywhere.
Funky,
Look at this place. It's
funky
like
houses.
a miniature Frank Lloyd Wright.
Yeah, you get all
dome
sorts of stuff.
thing.
Here's this is like shorefront property with a driveway, which is actually,
Paved
this is
brick
easily $1 million house
driveway.
way back there. Now watch this. You go to Route 1, right?
And this is what you get.
Right, you cross over, look, and you got this dump literally within 100 yards of that house across Route 1.
That's what we could afford.
Yeah. And you get funky crap. I think this is probably a Key West car or something, they made it back here. These funky houses, these trees. Silvery, what are they
I
called?
love their gumbo limbo
Gumbo
trees.
limbo trees, yeah.
All around
Yeah,
the
you
limbo
can
block.
go, yeah.
Hey, let's do the limbo
Yeah. Houseboats.
Jack be nimble,
yeah.
Jack be quick.
Somebody
Jack
figured
go
out
under limbo street.
a great scam. Hey,
You talk
you
and
don't
I'll
have
sing.
to buy. Yes, yeah.
They
You don't
can
have
hear
to
us
buy
everything.
real estate when you live on the boat. Yeah. There's the boat.
Day-o.
Houseboats. More boats.
Day-o.
Yeah. We got some good stuff at Shell World. Anyway.
You wanna go
All
home?
right, I'm going to rant about this for a little bit. Now, this was a whole little thing they built, probably in the 70s or so, by it's Charlemagne and Valois Boulevard. By Charley Valois. He can actually name this whole thing development by himself. Right? Now, get this. There's a $2.5 million house. You're stuck here. $2.5 million house right here. Ready? Now, notice how there's empty lots all through this area.
Gonna drink a rum.
There's nothing there. Now, what happened is Charley Valois dug this canal, right, figuring, I'm going to put $1 million houses up and down the side here, right? No, apparently he screwed up. He didn't pull his... he didn't pull...
Bunch.
He didn't pull his bunch, right? He didn't pull the proper
you're
permits.
stinky.
Yes, I pedal my bike. They stopped developing right there. Foundations. They said no. This house did not blow away. This house was just never built. The town just said no. You shall not build anything.
We'd like to have a glass of wine when I prepare the evening meal.
Notice this right here. This spot. Notice all the empty
Eggs and
spots,
chips.
right? Then they said, listen, you've got to take your canal and fill it in. There it is. Imagine
Take your canal
right,
and
a big
shove
chunk, right,
we don't
big
want
chunk
it
of
anymore.
concrete. So much for $1 million houses up and
I
down.
want to do a musical version of this.
Yeah, they took Charley Valois' house and everything from him down the end there and gave it to the town, basically.
Poor Charlie.
That's all an animal sanctuary or birdie sanctuary now.
Feel bad for him.
Then the little bastard showed up next Saturday.
Rugrats running amok, screaming.
So noise came back on the weekend.
Yeah, dribbling their
that was it.
basketballs outside our trailers.
And right, go works. So that's
Day-o, day-o.
We go
The neighbors are wondering what we're screaming about.
We left.
Und now we're in Sugarloaf.